Netflix new CGI He-Man show will probably won't do good. Um, like I stated, this in my last video, the Master of the Universe Revelation is not doing well on Netflix. As a matter of fact, it was ranked the top 10 for about a few days and then it dropped. No one's talking about the show no more. It's just been getting negative response. The people who talking about the show is people like myself, Clownfish TV, Geeks and Gamers, and everybody else who's keeping the show relevance on YouTube, but it's negatively, not positively. But this new Netflix show that I see, like I said, whoever runs their marketing division or just their scheduling division or whatever should have thought, release this show first. If this show is not as good as this Master of the Revelation, we got a problem. But anyway, release this show first. If He-Man's all in this motherfucker, release this one first, then release the other one. But I believe they thought in their heads, they thought in their minds, in their souls of souls, their hearts, if they have a heart, that the Master of the Universe Revelation would have been well received more than this show. And if that's the case, then this show needs to be very. Netflix about to be in trouble, but not so Netflix. Mattel needs to be very careful because they played a gamble game and they lost. Mattel better be very careful because if this show doesn't succeed where this other one failed, there's a problem. If the show would have been well received, a Master of the Universe Revelation, this show would have got announced. I bet you money. I bet you $1.00. If He-Man's not in this Netflix show as much as the Master of the Universe Revelation, that's probably what they're doing now. They're probably scrambling and fixing this show so they can please the fans to be like a love letter. Say, hey, we understand this is our love letter, but I think they kind of shit the bed. I think this show is not even as good as the original or the 2002 version, which we all know that still is superior than this crap, this CGI fiasco and Master of the Universe Revelation, or Tila's Revelation. This is just terrible. Me looking at it too, it doesn't look bad, but it's good to look at it. But I need to see an emotion. We probably won't get no news about the show. It will probably have the reboot effect. Remember, we had a couple of years ago there was a reboot of reboot. There was a continuation of reboot or a remake of reboot or a reboot of a reboot. And the show came out, the first, it was trash. I trashed it. Everyone trashed it. Season 2 came out. No one heard a peep about it. No one talked about it. The show just came down and Netflix knew they fucked up when they invested into it. But people who made the show, they fucked up. And the show was never talked about again and it went away. It's on Netflix, but you barely see it. It's not promoted. Netflix just has it as part of their library. If people watch it, they watch it. And that's what happened. I think the same effect would happen with Master of Revelation. And I bet you money this show will be another one example too. This will be another one that comes in and just comes out. And I think Netflix has underestimated the diverse thing, because I think it's when you make a diversity in any show, and I think Jurassic Park, Camp Cretaceous has done a great job of that. But they don't put diverse first. They put story first. And it pans out well for the show. The problem with He-Man Master of the Revelation and the problem with this show I think it's going to have is diversity first, narratives, PC, the agenda, not story or characters. And that's the biggest problem what people are having with these medias today, these films, these television shows, these video games. They're not putting characters or story first. They're putting their agendas and narratives first, and nobody wants that. If you're going to give me that, cool. I'll take it. But story needs to be first. And like I said in my other video, there's a person I've been following for years. He lost himself. He actually did do a re-upload video and was kind of like, okay, I fucked up. Now I see where your guys are coming from. And that does make a little sense. You were lied to because there's stuff's coming out now. And now he's seeing the full story. Another person who was supposed to drop a review, he never dropped the review. I've been following for years. He must have got wind of the story too. He's like, okay, I may not touch this because now there's backlash of what he's saying, what Kevin Smith's doing. And Kevin Smith has kind of tarnished the He-Man brand. And that's bad because now a show behind this show has not only surpassed Master of Universe Revelation, but has to be better. And that show can't be better because you can tell this show is made for kids. And it's already got a tough heel. And Kevin Smith kind of ruined the brand. I don't know why Mattel gave it to him, but again, they just gave a guy with a name brand money. And they thought the show was going to sell on that. And not only did not sell, it underperformed. It's not doing well for Netflix. Netflix is barely promoting the show now. It's a disaster. And this show here is going to be a disaster. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the way things are going with Master Revelation, I don't know. I really don't know. So, but as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. And what do you guys think of this Netflix CGI new show coming out?